Unit 3 Test World Religions. World History Standard 2.5. Analyze the development and growth of major Eastern and Western religions. Number 1. Which action is most clearly associated with polytheism? A. Praying in a synagogue. B. Worshipping many gods. C. Accepting the Eightfold Path. D. Reading the Quran. For questions 2 and 3, base your answers to questions on the statements given. 1. The Eightfold Path and Four Noble Truths, as expressed by Siddhartha Gautama, are the foundation of our faith. 2. There is one God, and his name is Allah, and his prophet is Muhammad. 3. The Ten Commandments and the teachings of the Gospel guide us in the quest for salvation. 4. To achieve union with Atman, we must pass through many births and acquire good karma while completing our moksha. Number 2. Which speaker is most likely Buddhist? A. Speaker 1. B. Speaker 2. C. Speaker 3. D. Speaker 4. Number 3. Which speaker expresses a belief in reincarnation? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. Number 4. The terms Brahma, Dharma, Karma, Moksha are associated with which religion? A. Animism. B. Islam. C. Buddhism. D. Hinduism. Number 5. The Ten Commandments and the Five Pillars of Islam are similar in that they A. Establish a class structure for society. B. Consist of prayers for salvation. C. Are guidelines and rules for living. D. Promise a happy and easy life. Use the following passage to answer the question below. In the name of Allah, the compassionate and merciful, praise be to Allah, Lord of the creation, the compassionate and the merciful, King of the last judgment. You alone we worship, and to you alone we pray. Number 6. People who accept the beliefs in this passage believe in A. Polytheism. B. Monotheism. C. Animism. D. Papal authority. Buddha is reported to have exhorted, or urged, his monks to go and travel around for the welfare of multitudes, for the happiness of the multitudes, out of sympathy for the world, for the benefit, welfare, and happiness of gods and humans. No two should go in the same direction. Although this last admonition, caution, seems not to have been heeded, which means obeyed. It is true that Buddhist missions were not large and well-organized movements, and instead often took the form of itinerant monks, or groups of monks, traveling by land and sea in the company of traders and royal emissaries. According to traditional accounts, the first foreign mission was to the island of Sri Lanka and was led by the son of Oshka. The source, Donald S. Lopez, Jr., Buddhism in Practice, Asian Religions in Practice, Princeton University Press, 1999. Number 7. According to this excerpt from Buddhism in Practice, how did Buddhism spread from its place of origin in ancient India to other parts of Asia? A. Buddhist monks were sold into slavery in Sri Lanka. B. East Asian monks traveled to India to observe Oska. C. Small groups of monks going on missions to locations such as Sri Lanka. D. Large and organized groups of monks established monasteries and schools in Asia. Islam extended rights and protection to women by affirming the spiritual equality of all Muslims. The Quran granted women an inheritance and allowed women to reject a marriage offer. Islam also encouraged education for men and women so that all Muslims could study the Quran. Number 8. Female followers of Islam. A. Lost many basic rights. B. Gained new rights and protections. C. Were totally protected by men. D. Were denied the right to an education. Unit 3, Constructed Response. Counts as 2 questions from World History Standard 2.5. Answer the following question in complete sentences. Your response must be a minimum of 5 sentences in order to be scored. Remember, you are asked to explain and discuss 3 times, 1 for each religion you choose. Number 9. Compare and contrast Buddhism and Judaism. You must discuss major beliefs, rituals, and practices, and the growth of the religion.